Two Nerds and a Joke with Robert and Ernie. Hey guys, if you're doing this, then who's manning the internet?
Thank you, disembodied hot girl voice. This is Two Nerds and a Joke with Robert and Ernie. I am Ernie.
I am Robert.
And we're here to magnify the world that is nerdom to all of you out there who...
Don't care.
No, they care.
Some care.
They're listening to us.
They may be.
Or what? Well,
they're not.
Maybe
They've
they're
given
just
up hope.
Downloading and they're walking and
Yeah.
it's just playing there on the side.
We see you. We see you walking there.
We know.
You know.
We know.
We have eyes of her.
People actually reach out to me, though, from time to time.
They do?
They send me messages saying that they listen to the podcast and
nice.
that it's funny. And
so you're a man of the people.
But hey.
Yeah. You're the nice one.
Some say that.
Yes. You're soft like a panda.
Like a panda?
Yeah. You're big, fluffy. You're kind of intimidating. You have the intimidation factor when you want to, but you're mostly just nice. And you eat a lot of bamboo.
So we're gonna go on to a subject that's nerdy.
We are.
I say we go back into what we've been doing lately, what we've been watching.
Yes. I do want to expand a little bit because I don't feel we, even though we did a little short thing on it, I think we need to go into further last week's exploit into The Killing Joke.
Yes.
I think we can discover and discuss a little more there.
So there will be spoilers in here.
Yes. Also, the trailers. A lot of new trailers. Very exciting.
Out,
very exciting.
Coming out of San Diego.
Yes.
Which, to me, that's my next goal.
Yes. To get us out to San Diego.
Get to San Diego. We've been kind of, kicking around some ideas.
Of how to get there.
How to get there.
Back of trucks. White vans.
I don't know, panel vans maybe?
Panel vans, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
same ones that the Joker uses.
We're gonna arrive safe, and we're gonna try to enjoy it because it's one of those things. That and what's the one up in New York? Is that Mega or Super or
the New York Comic Con? What
Yeah.
it's called? I have no idea what it's called.
But it's in New York.
It's in New York, yeah. But the California is the one where all the celebrities are going to be at. Let's not fool ourselves.
Well, San Diego is the main. That's the Godfather one.
Yes, this is the Mecca for all nerds. True nerds go to Mecca at least once in their lifetime.
But keep in mind now, because it's getting popular and it's getting global, it's losing a little bit of its nerdiness and it's becoming elitist.
Ooh, is it?
I
don't disagree. I think you're probably right. I just don't know.
I think it's becoming elitist. I think a lot of the stuff there you're going to have to drop some serious coin to be a part of.
Right.
Like I heard there was an aliens panel where they brought Newt. But who could afford the tickets to that? You know what I mean?
Right. So the panels are now separate and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, and the concept...
There was a yacht? You could go on a yacht and stuff like that for IMDb? Yeah, IMDb had a yacht out there, and you can see stars and stuff like that. So,
yeah, I can see how that could be a problem because the average nerd isn't going to necessarily drop that chunk of change. They may if they're obsessed enough, but even so, it's a lot of cost.
San Diego's not an inexpensive place. It's a beautiful place, from my understanding. Like the weather's always nice there, and
I was born there.
You were born in San Diego.
Yes.
Padres.
Yes. I was there for about a year, so I don't know if that counts.
Chargers.
I have no idea. I was a year old. I don't know. You were about 20 at the time, so you probably remember.
I'm not that old.
So Comic-Con. So one of the things that came out of that was a lot of trailers. A lot of exclusive trailers.
Well, Marvel made an appearance because they caught a lot of heat because I guess they didn't go to the last one, I think.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. Really, calm down, people. It doesn't matter.
And then they were all like, oh, we don't want to show the trailers because we're afraid it'll leak out. But I'm like,
that's the whole point.
That's the whole point.
Free advertising, for God's sake. That's the whole point. But DC did it. DC did it. They completely went out all on board. I'm sure everybody's seen them by now. Starting from the top, I guess, the big one. I mean, my favorite line. I mean, you gotta go right for it.
So, Justice League.
You talked to fish!
Gotta love it.
It's awesome
the
line.
hate for Aquaman over the past 8 years.
Well, you know what? I can't disagree.
And I don't even know when it began.
Well, see, Aquaman or his Marvel counterpart, Namor.
Namor?
Him too. It's the same thing. It's like, what are their powers?
They're biting off of each other.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
But I think Aquaman came first, to be fair.
I don't remember. There's a whole list of which one came first. They go back and forth. Like, you steal from me, I steal back from you, back and forth between two of them.
I think originally Namor was a villain.
Really?
I believe so. I believe he wanted to lay waste to, like, the surface dwellers.
No, but that didn't... He wasn't... Well, so did the other one too, didn't he?
Well, that was in
Aquaman?
That was in the New 52.
Okay, so I'm saying, but they both hated surface dwellers at some point in their careers.
Yeah, and then they...
Which makes sense. Or Injustice.
Wow.
Yeah, the huge giant crab, the giant crab things from the game, at least. I mean, he didn't seem very happy with the surface dwellers. Let's just put it that way, It's like...
I just think that that for whatever reason, the hatred for Aquaman, and I don't know when it started. I think it started with, like, mid-90s comedians.
Probably. Yes.
I mean, as a kid growing up, Super Friends was on.
Right.
So, there was Underoos.
Yeah. Well, in this one, though...
And they had the Batman, Superman, and Aquaman Underoos. Yeah. I mean, it came standard. Everyone had them.
Yeah, I think I even had a pair of something of them. I don't remember which one it was, but at least one of them was Spider-Man, perhaps. But I tell you what, the hate continues because now they're saying he's a Game of Thrones lookalike.
Well, he is from Game of Thrones.
Well, I know he is, but he looks Game of Thronesy.
But you know
what? But wet.
But I'm okay. Here's the whole thing. I'm okay with reimagining these characters as long as you don't go too far. Like, I think the first X-Men movie went way too far.
Okay. Well, and you want some familiarity.
And then they went back on the subsequent movies. They're like, okay, we're going to put them back in their original costumes, all that other stuff. This one, I'm okay with, Aquaman not having, like, shortcut blue hair, orange scales for...
He had blue hair? I thought he had blonde.
Blonde hair, I'm sorry.
Okay, I was going to say, I thought he was a blonde curly.
Blonde...
He was the one they made jokes of in SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yes.
I mean, he got the...
He was Merman and Barnacle Boy.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it was, basically. Some sort of variant, but...
Yeah, it was a spoof on him.
Yeah, generally speaking. Because he didn't have a Bubble Boy character.
Well...
Or did he?
He did.
He had a sidekick?
Okay. 60s and 50s, he had a sidekick.
Well, there you go. That's where these guys are from. But yeah, I mean, I'm okay with the reimagining. Again, I just don't... I mean, I love the part of the trailer where he's drinking the bottle of water and then the waves just kind of crashing around him.
I don't think it's water.
You think he's drinking vodka?
Oh, I think he's drinking, like, something harder. Like maybe a whiskey, a vodka.
Well, it has to be something clear because there's a clear liquid in the bottle.
Okay.
If you remember. So it has to be something clear. So I went vodka, but it could be anything clear. A big thing, though, with that scene is that's being memed to death already. I've seen it like 5 or 6 times on... this week on Instagram and Pinterest being memed. So everybody's loving that, drink it down, drink it up, and all that other nonsense. But
that's okay.
That's fine. Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
And again, I think, and a lot of people that we talked to said already, they look like they might be doing it right. Never going to be, until I see the movie, a huge fan of The Flash. But that's just because of personal things. I like the TV show, so that's that.
You need to let go of the CW.
I need to let go, but I never will.
Shirtless boys... on the CW.
Okay.
That's usually what it is.
Okay.
Shirtless boys
I'm
on the CW.
fine with that.
You're okay with that?
I'm okay with that. Wonder Woman. Okay. I'm still kind of... Because you didn't really have much of that role in BVS, so I'm not sure how she's really going to play it, but I did, again, the trailer for Wonder Woman. I thought it was good. It played to the classic Wonder Woman. I know, because I didn't read all the different variants of the TV shows, but for me, the classic Wonder Woman is made of clay, new to the world of man. Again, some of the stuff they're doing, though, is messing with the timelines of what you know the characters to be. Wonder Woman and Superman are supposed to be an item at some point in this. But
well, we're not really poo-pooing that.
We're not poo-pooing it, but Wonder Woman's really old here, and Superman's really, really young. Well, I understand, but age-wise, it takes a factor, because Batman and her are supposed to be friends, but frenemies kind of thing. And the age range is just all screwy for my taste.
If you go with the second wave of Super Friends, when they became like Justice League and there's the Legion of Doom. Remember that second variant of like
that was DC? What 5, 6, 7 8 years later?
Yeah, after Super Friends.
Yeah, okay.
They got rid of Dynamite and that other...
all the dog and animal stuff. Yeah. Marvel did that too, I think. They did a bunch of animal friends.
Yes.
There's Super Dog and and Supergirl dog and Superboy dog and Super Pig. I don't know. It was a whole bunch of
it was a whole bunch of animals that they gave the same powers.
Right. It's like nobody wants that.
Well, and I think in that second version, you lose the Wonder Twins, but it became more like dark, darker.
Yes.
And it became more like the comic books, like they were adversaries. You had Black Manta, you had Gorilla Grodd, you had you had Darkseid.
Right. Which again, we're hoping that the villain might be.
He's not.
No.
It's already been announced.
No, the uncle.
Yeah, Steppenwolf.
Yeah, Steppenwolf. Yes, the uncle of Darkseid, though.
Yes.
So it's leading to. You think we'll see the girls? Remember the Valkyries or whatever they're called? His personal little grandma or the old lady who really kind of kicks butt in Darkseid's world.
Oh.
Who Wonder Woman fights against.
Yes.
Remember the girls with the whips and the giant spears? I can't remember their names.
We probably won't see that till like Justice League 2, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but those are cool. Those are cool characters I'd like to see.
But we did see Parademons in BVS.
Right. Well, again, briefly, in a synopsis, kind of off-worldly. We're not sure if it was an alternate reality or what that was kind of thing.
Like he was dreaming about Earth 2 or whatever.
Right.
That's what it is on Earth 2.
You'll see what that's going to be, because that's kind of... It's just very poorly iterated to, I guess, because you don't know what it's... There's no context to it.
But you know what?
A lot of hearsay, a lot of conjuncture, but do you need it at this point in the game?
My thing is, with that movie, you could poke holes in it. I enjoyed it.
Oh, no,
I liked it.
I liked it with the extra half hour much better than I did the original version.
Okay,
Just because it filled in some of the gaps for me.
I give you
Filled in some of the gaps. So, I again, not going to be like top favorite DC movie. It's fine. It's a decent movie.
The only thing I can think of is...
It's better than The Sausage Party.
Oh, God. Well, I don't even want to give that even the dignity of talking about.
No. But that's another one that's, out there that you're going to see, and it's don't ruin. Don't take children to see that because they'll never want to eat again. You don't need that, especially young children. It's awful.
My only thing is and I've been hearing a lot of people on the interwebs talking about, like, because the BVS came out in its Ultimate Edition and they've watched it, and some people watched it like 8 or 9 times and like analyzed it to death. And after all those people that analyzed it, the one thing I can agree to is they never explained how Lex Luthor came across the true identity of Clark Kent and Batman and Wonder Woman. Like, they were basically just to accept it.
Right. Because you don't get a backstory or history to that.
And why does he care if Superman lives or not? Is his life that shitty?
Well, I would like to know the relationship a little bit more between Lex and his dad.
Do you think the older Lex is more like the Lex we knew from the comics?
Yes. My thinking, and I'm probably not right, but my thinking is that the old Lex is the Lex we know, but if this is an alternate universe, which is kind of what I'm starting to think a little bit when I'm seeing this, is if this is the son of Lex, because a few times in there he doesn't put Lex Luthor. He put Lex, or whatever his real name is, Luthor.
Alex, yeah.
Alex Luthor. So he keeps referring to his father as Lex Luthor. He calls himself Alex Luthor until the end. So my thinking is if this is the son of Lex Luthor, and the timelines just got screwed up somehow in this universe where Superman came later, not when the truly evil Lex Luthor was around, but for the son, he kind of gained that animosity towards godlike beings from his dad, even though it wasn't specific to Superman, because again, his dad wasn't there with Superman. But again, that's all conjecture and theory. I mean, there's no proof to it, but that's kind of where I came from with it, which is why you come to it with that context, this Lex Jr. makes more sense to me in the plot and what he's trying to do. He's building this animosity from his father, which had no direction. It's not Lex in the suit, because Lex in the suit was his father. His father's dead, but if his father was alive, he'd be hating on Superman.
Plus, I think this Lex Luthor is more crazy.
Yes. Batshit crazy. Yes, he is definitely more just straight crazy. But enough of Lex, because we could talk about him all day.
So, Justice League.
I
love the trailer.
Yes,
I liked how they presented it. Like, at the beginning, it wasn't like a overtone of music. It's just like people, you hear Ben Affleck talking.
Yes.
And he's in that little cabin on the ocean or something like that, or some coastal village.
Right.
And they're talking about a myth, a theory, or a story.
Right. They're talking about Aquaman.
About Aquaman comes during so many hundreds of years or something like that.
And the big thing is here, and this is kind of, and Ernie will call me out on this. I know here shortly we start talking about the Killing Joke, but I said Batman vs Superman was too dark, and the Killing Joke wasn't dark enough, or could have been darker. And one of the things that this brings to me, that was why I said Batman V versus S was too dark, was there wasn't any comedy. And the comedy that was brought to it was forced.
Well, there was only one line.
And that was it. Yeah.
I thought she was with you.
Yeah. And that's it.
Yeah.
But in Justice League, even in the trailer, they bring some legitimate humor. And it's not out of place. It's more snide or comical or snarky, if you will, remarks. But it's placed well, and it's entertaining and funny. When you're talking big blockbuster movie like this, and you're trying to compete with your major competitor, you've got to bring even if it's a darker theme, even if you want to go pitch black dark, you got to bring a little humor. Just straight darkness makes the darkness less dark, if you will. Because you don't have any, this is light, this is dark. You have to have a little contrast. And if the humor can bring that, then I think it might end up being better than B versus S, in my opinion. But we'll see. We have to see.
For me, I think when everything's said and done, and they had their run, because BVS is paying for the rest of these movies.
Oh, yeah. Either way, like, hated,
yeah, it's paying for the rest of these movies. Yeah. It did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, and that's fine. And I want to see these movies. I want these movies to exist. Anything that expands the comic book realm, I'm cool with. It's just, are they going to do it right? Are they going to be enjoyable? Are they going to make a story arc? Are they working a story arc angle? Whether you like the gemstones or not, for Marvel, they're building an arc. They're tying shit together.
Or just give me really good movies. How about that?
That's fine too. But
just give me standalone movies?
But the Marvel movies have
like you look at the Nolan movies that came out. Those 3 movies.
Those are good movies.
They're standalones.
Right.
The second one is standalone.
But they fit together.
The last one's standalone. They don't always go back to the Joker. And when you're in the Joker, you're not going back to Ra's al Ghul.
Yes. But again, the character's continuity, because of who's playing the actors and the story and the general beginning origin pieces, because they keep changing Batman's origin every time.
Well,
just by hairs and triggers and little bits. I mean, if you're trying to say that Chris Nolan's Batman is the same Batman from B versus S,
it is.
It's supposed to be. But the story of how he became the Batman in the falling in the thing after his father died, that's not the same backstory.
No.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yes,
unless he's just kind of combining and mixing memories, which is fine if that's what they're doing, but it doesn't fit. So again, it's not huge changes in timeline. It's not massive, oh my gods. But it's kind of like, you guys could do it a little bit better. Why didn't you get the Batman from that movie to kind of be part of that backstory? Just to build 2 seconds of taking away one of those, futuristic world scenes, which weren't needed. At least one of them. Take one of those away.
Which one?
Anyone. The one where he's coming out of the thing where the Lex Luthor is the kryptonite's in the back of the van and he's kicking ass.
You didn't like the desert?
Oh, no. I'm not saying it's a bad scene. I'm saying you could have cut that short and added 2 seconds of the Batman we know as young Batman. Just 2 seconds, you build continuity instantly. Instant continuity for no more than the cost of having that actor show up for 1 take. Worth it? Maybe not. But if you're trying to build a larger story, I'm all about the story arc, though.
For me,
Justice League should work, though.
I don't think you need an origin story for Flash.
No.
For Cyborg.
Well, it looks like those are getting placed in there because they are the origin stories in BVS.
Yes,
they're there. That's all you need. 2 seconds. That's it.
I don't want an Aquaman origin story.
Nobody cares.
And believe it or not, in this one, I don't want a Wonder Woman one either.
Well, she's getting her own movie.
And I don't even want it then either.
But you're going to get it then. I mean, it's going to be told, if you listen to the trailer, she tells her origins while she's in the movie. But you know who she's being, right? Captain America.
You really think so?
She's the DC version of Captain America. What is she doing in the movie? What time period is she in?
Well, she goes back in World War I.
Guess what the first Civil War movie, the first movie with Captain America was.
Oh, World War II.
Okay, let's not mimic each other even slightly. Hello, they're doing the same thing.
Come on, dude.
No problem with it, but you see them doing the same thing. She's in a wartime piece where she's the hero of the war, but no one ever knew. She's a stranger in a strange land. She doesn't know what to do.
But Captain America...
Okay, different overtures, different character. Got it, but you're come on. You're painting with a broad stroke brush here. Yeah, you're kind of using kind of the same color palette.
I think it's a reach.
It's a reach, but I think it's the same thing. I think they're trying to do the exact same thing. But and again, not a bad formula. But when you're trying to follow in the footsteps of someone else before you who's done it well, why would you not just do a different direction? Why do they have to start in World War? Why do they have to do that? What's the value to her being in war?
That way she could actually build up to maybe World War II.
And now she's Captain America all over again. But I'm saying, why couldn't she be in some other... Why does it have to be a war picture? Why can't she just be...
She's an Amazon. She's a warrior queen.
So go back to the Grecian times.
I think they do that too.
Well, we'll see. We don't have proof of that.
I think they do that.
You think they do that? You think
I think she fights Ares.
You think so?
I think so.
Right.
It's either Ares or Ajax. I forget.
It can't be Ajax because that's Daredevil. That's Deadpool.
Oh yeah. No, he called himself Ajax though.
Who? Ares?
No.
Oh.
The guy in Deadpool. Remember, his real name is Francis.
I understand.
He calls himself Ajax, the god of war.
Yes. Oh, okay, gotcha. So maybe she fights the real... Okay, then they're stealing from Deadpool 2 now? So they're stealing everything from Marvel. Well, one of them's stealing from one of them. I don't know which one's first. I think they steal
from both.
Yeah, it works.
It works.
The formula works. Okay, so Wonder Woman, besides her looking like Xena Warrior Princess.
Oh, like this again? Do I have to defend this every time? I'm okay with her costume.
Oh, no, I have no problem with it. I'm just saying...
And it's not Xena.
It's not Xena, but Xena-esque.
Hey,
if she gets a hot blonde female counterpart that is overtured that they're in a relationship...
If anyone wants to see the real Xena, watch Spartacus. Alright? You watch the TV show Spartacus? Yikes.
Yeah, you'll see the real Xena.
Wow.
Yes. So speaking of half-naked chicks, The Killing Joke.
Oh my gosh. What a segue. Alright, so we go from San Diego Comic-Con, talking about the Justice League. I'm in for Justice League.
Justice League, good. Wonder Woman... Okay, well, I'm going to come in a little trepidatious there. Not horribly so, but I'm just going to look at it as, is this another Captain America? What are they doing here?
And then don't forget, in a couple weeks, we have Suicide Squad.
Yes, Suicide Squad.
I even bought a shirt.
He did. I actually got permission, because I have too many clothes. I'm kind of a fashionista. It's sad, but it's true. I got rid of 6 T-shirts this week, so that I can go buy a Suicide Squad shirt and replace the 6.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just great.
My closet's full of clothing. I have...
The closet's full of clothing.
It is. It's all my stuff.
Good.
It's horrible. But yes, I like wearing different clothing. But yeah, so I'm going to go buy a T-shirt at Walmart. Now, I'm not going to buy the same shirt you have.
Please don't.
Ooh.
Do not.
Yes.
No.
Oh.
No.
Yes. Twinsies.
No.
That'd be fantastic.
No. You're breaking man code.
No, Breaking Man Code... Well, never mind. We're not going to go there on a PG-13 podcast.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, so Suicide Squad.
Yes.
What was the latest thing? There was something I saw recently on that, too. The new trailers are coming... the new trailers they came out with.
They started...
Spots.
Yeah, the new spots, and it's like an individual, like, storytelling. Like, this is Captain Boomerang.
Yeah.
This is Deadshot.
Yeah. I don't... And, guys, I know you... And, oh, by the way, I got... cheesed, and a lot of people were cheesed off. The fake trailer people. The ones who make the fake trailers, yes?
Yes.
Okay, some of them are really cool pieces of art, but you know they're art,
fake.
Right? They're fake. They had one just this past week that was for Inhumans. And I know they're making an Inhumans movie. It is coming. But they had a trailer for it. And for the first 30 seconds, I couldn't tell it was fake. And I looked at the comments and it's like, this is fake, you suck. It's like, it's beautiful for a piece of art, but will you guys stop using the tagline, official trailer? When that's what I don't like.
Yeah.
Fan-made trailer. People will still watch it. Why do you have to trick people into watching your stuff? That irritates me. Because I'm looking for trailers for the new movies that are coming out, because there's a lot of stuff.
I fell for one of those too. It was Gotcha Man. It's a cartoon from like the 70s where the kids Japanese they're dressed up like birds
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
talked
saw
about that one
and
before.
I was like, wow, if this is ever... And then I'm like, wait a minute, this is a fake.
Yeah. You know what was one that got me that I got really cheesed off at? Also, the Pirates of the Caribbean one.
Oh, yeah. I saw... That was on the same page. Like,
yes.
if you go down a few of them, I'm like you said, they make it they'd say official trailer, and then you click on it, you're like,
that's not
a fan film made by
blah,
blah, blah.
I don't like it. I don't like that. But that's neither here nor there. What we're talking about. What other trailers was it this week? We saw the Wonder Woman. We saw the Justice. We saw Suicide Squad, which again is just more of a little tidbitty thing, but it's cute. I like it. There was one other trailer that happened this week. I know there was.
Bourne.
I don't care about Bourne.
I like Bourne.
No, I'm not saying I don't like Bourne. I just don't care about Bourne the same way. It's a good movie. We know it's going to be a good movie. Moving on.
And remember,
they've all been good except for the one who's not Bourne.
Right.
The other one. I never even bothered watching it. Every movie that I've seen with Bourne has been good.
And remember...
Oh, the new Kong movie.
The Skull Island?
Yeah. Now
that's not a movie. That's a ride at Universal.
No, it's a movie.
No. It's a ride.
It has Samuel L. Jackson and John Goodman in it. Yeah, it's a movie. I just saw the trailer this week. It just came out.
Skull Island is a ride.
I understand. It's a movie. They're making
thought it was just a movie for the ride.
Really?
I thought.
But it has John Goodman and Samuel L. Jackson in it. I saw the trailer.
Samuel L. Jackson's in the new Tarzan.
Okay. Which doesn't look very good, by the way. I started kind of watching it a little bit. I was like...
Like I said...
Tarzan's been done so many times.
It's been done so many times.
The Jungle Book was decent, but again, that's a remake of a remake of a remake of a remake. I'm getting kind of old. I mean, especially like Disney. Come on, guys. Seriously? I mean, I'm excited about the Beauty and the Beast and the live actions a little bit for some of them, because they haven't been done before. Like, I think they're rumored to do a Mulan. I'd like to see that. That would be kind of cool as live action. But how many times have we seen Cinderella? I mean, seriously? I mean, there's been 20 versions.
And Snow White.
Sort of, yeah. I mean, they've done some manipulation with that a little bit, where it's been variants of the story. But yeah, it's done. It's done. Let's move on, for God's sake. The Pete's Dragon looks interesting.
I didn't appreciate them launching it, but then I saw clips.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
It looks okay. I'm not so keen. I mean, again, they had to change it, make it more modern.
That's just it. The joy of the original Pete's Dragon was the fact the dragon didn't even look like a dragon. He looked ridiculous. He looked ridiculous.
Yeah, he was so cute.
It was cute.
Yeah, this one's like a real dragon.
A legit dragon. I'm like, that's not the idea.
Yeah, so I'm a little on that one. There was another trailer we saw this week, and I'm trying to think of what it was. No, we'll just move on to The Killing Joke. We'll come back to it if I remember it. So The Killing Joke, the only piece I wanted to add to this, I know we talked about this for a good 9 minutes and the 12 minutes on the last piece we did on the special last week, but did want to bring up that it is dark, but could they have pushed it to a harder dark rating? To a harder R, or was it R enough?
Okay, for me, I read the... Well, if
you read the comic,
anyone's following us and they saw our clip from last night after...
Last week.
Last week?
Well, yeah.
Well, we launched the YouTube thing last night.
Well, yeah, in real time, but in their time, they haven't heard this yet.
Oh, that's right. You guys haven't. So
you're not going to hear this.
We're talking to future you. Yes. This is the past. So last week.
So last week-ish.
If anyone saw it last week.
Yes, it's live now. I know, right? It's live now, though. It's gone out to in real time, if you will, or fake real future time.
So it's already hit the stores.
Yes.
Some of you may have purchased it. I may have purchased it.
You probably will.
I probably will.
There's the one with the figure, right? That's the one you want to get?
That's the one I want to get. The special.
We have to look at Animate Miami, the next con we're going to be at.
And see if they're going to show.
Tara Strong.
Well, yeah.
Huh?
I'll get her.
I wanted more naked Tara Strong.
Oh, my gosh.
More naked Batgirl.
Please don't sue us, Tara Strong.
Do you see her cosplay as Harley?
Yeah.
That was pretty hot.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not like, oh my god, I'm kneel at the feet of the goddess, but she's fun.
Weird. She's easy on the eyes.
She is easy on the eyes. I've heard that before from someone. Who else said that?
I said that.
Was it only you?
So,
anyways, R rating or not? So give me your perspectives. You're about to say something.
I was going to say something. So for me, the book that came out in the 80s.
Right, which is where we're supposed to base this
on. Because if you, I know you saw the way they worked in the fact that she had a Bluetooth, which wasn't available in the 80s. Like,
right.
But there was some scenes where
the tech was higher grade than it would have been in the 80s, which is fine.
Yeah, cell phones, the FaceTime.
Yeah.
None of that stuff existed.
Right. So they modernized it a little.
Kind of modernized
again,
it.
No problem. I don't have an issue with that. It's just bringing it to the real world.
But like what you were saying was, when I read it back then, I felt there's no way they could make this into a movie.
Right. There's a lot of dark themes to it.
Because that was during the time when they announced Batman 89, and that looked way dark. There was not a speck of sunlight in that movie. All right? The Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Not a speck of sunlight in that movie.
Yeah.
Then Batman Animated Series came out, and they were, quote-unquote, so dark they never used white paper. They used black paper that brought the light out of it. I don't know if that's true or not. Someone can correct me on it.
We have to do an episode of that. We keep needing to do that.
Well, you know which one I want to do.
The Freeze, yeah, which is a great episode.
Yes.
There's so many good ones, though.
Anyone
with Harley, though, we have to do a Harley episode.
But she's only in it briefly.
Yeah, that's true. She has one with Ivy, though.
Yes, that's in the later.
I'm okay with that. I love the way he drew, and that was just awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
That whole animation style, loved it. Now the animation style on this is not that.
No, not even close.
Not even close, everyone.
Very dark, and it's so cool because I looked at some of the comic because I haven't read it, but I looked at some of the comic art because they were doing some of the pages from it on some website or something, and then from the movie art, it's the same thing.
He got it close.
He got it very close. The scene with his one eye when he's about to take the pictures with the camera, that one eye with just a dot of light.
Yes,
that's right from it.
There's certain throwbacks. Like, and you could tell which ones they were because they kind of like
paused.
Yeah, they paused. That one, and when the Joker turned on the lights at the carnival.
Mm-hmm. The eyes with the glow. That was kind of creepy.
Yeah, that kind of creeped me out.
Well, yeah, you're clownophobic.
Well,
humorphobic.
I hate clowns.
Yes, clownophobic.
Clowns. Ventriloquist dummies.
Yeah, especially. Well, okay, ventriloquist dummies. Let's be honest. That's just creepy in general.
Living nightmare.
Yeah, those are awful. Just in general, not the cute ones, but like the classic,
not like Lamb Chop,
right? Or like even the one from what's his name, the guy who does all the shows,
Jeff Dunham.
Yes, Jeff Dunham's. Some of his are kind of creepy, but most of them are okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, the creepy ventriloquist wood knee. Yeah, those I hate those. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, for me, clowns.
Yeah. So, anyways, that picture, that image.
Yeah, like it was madness.
Yeah.
He's looking at it. He's like, he's not seeing the same thing that a normal person would see. Like, if you go to a carnival, you're thinking fun, you're thinking joy. He's looking at it. He's like, how could I really screw Batman's world up?
Right.
With this.
Right.
Like this glowing neon.
Evil.
Yeah, and he turned it dripping evil.
Yeah, and the interesting part of it too, because you talk about that, is he talks about in the movie just for a few seconds before he starts singing and dancing. Spoilers.
Yes, full of spoilers.
Full of spoilers. Was that he talked about the corruption of childhood?
Yeah.
Which is a big thing.
Well, this was reading the book at that age. I didn't understand the psychological undertones that were there.
Yeah, most people wouldn't. I mean,
it wasn't until I got older and they had the 4th and 5th and 12th runs, and you saw like the little commentary of other people reading this book, like Tim Burton.
Tim Burton, especially, because he was the next one on the list.
Yeah, so like, you figured, wow, Killing Joke. What is it going to lead to next? Then you had the Dark Knight series, where you had the brooding Batman, those psychological, and then like all the villains becoming psychologically,
more twisted.
More twisted, yeah.
They went more psychological as the series went on. Absolutely did that.
Yeah. I think honestly, going into it, I didn't have. I was a little worried, and I was more worried to the people that were in the theater with us. I so wanted the people in the theater to like enjoy it as much as I was enjoying it.
Right.
Now, mind you, it opened with this great documentary about Mark Hamill.
Oh yeah, well, if it has Mark Hamill, it's going to be awesome. I mean,
Star Wars.
The
first image is him and a young George Lucas.
That's crazy, right?
I looked at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's George Lucas.
Yeah.
And then there he is, like, that's Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Like,
it's so funny.
It was so surreal.
Yeah, it's really cool because you don't think of it. until the scene where he's actually doing the voice and you see him doing the voice.
Yeah.
I just couldn't see the connection.
Yeah.
The Joker voice is so not him, and he's just doing it, and you're like, okay, you got me, yes you are, but it's like, I can't believe it.
And then, and if you look at what he had to go off of. Like, they drew him the sketch from the Joker from the Batman animated series, which doesn't look like the one from the Killing Joke at all.
No.
You know what I mean? If I had to choose between the two, which one looked nicer, like one that I would want my daughter to associate with, I would want it to be the Batman the Animated Series.
Well, yeah, in a heartbeat. Yeah, this one's definitely
the one
much
from the
darker.
Killing Joke.
Yeah.
It's so disturbingly drawn.
Oh yeah, it's just bad, and it's great. It's good bad, if you will. But I think the biggest thing is curiosity. I'd love to have an interview with someone who's like done this. Is how do you get into that place of that character where you can do the voice? Because you saw him doing it, and he was there.
Yeah.
He was there, and he cared about the character. As crazy as the character is, he cared. You could see that come through, and that was just fantastic.
Well, that's why when I saw him, spoilers in case anyone never saw it, when he became Trickster.
Oh, yeah.
He pulled that off.
Oh, my God, that was awesome. That was, like, the best episode, like, ever. It was like, oh, my God, I am your father. Yes, Luke, yes! Oh, reversal!
I was like, oh, no, he had to go Darth Vader on us.
Yes!
But, yeah, I'm watching this, and I was looking around, and I kind of poked around, and like, to my right, I was sitting next to, like, maybe a 20-something. I looked behind me. I saw a couple people my age. Not very many teens.
No. It's definitely an older-ish crowd.
I'd say 18 would be the youngest
maybe,
at the showing.
Thankfully, there wasn't anybody younger.
No, yes. I would definitely...
That would be awful. That's like going to... Again, I've seen it happen. Taking kids to Deadpool. That's my mantra. Don't do it.
Yeah, so...
Or the sausage party.
Okay. So looking around the theater, I saw a good cross-section. There were females there. There were a lot of girls there. A lot more girls than I thought that would be there. They were sitting up high.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
They didn't want anybody to know they were there.
I mean, they all came dressed, though.
Yeah,
They all had, comic book shirts on.
Yeah, that was cool.
One of them had a Harley shirt. The other one had, like, a Batman and Harley. So... They definitely knew.
Yeah, what they were doing. Yeah. Well, I don't think there was anyone who would have gone to this that didn't at least want to know about it. This isn't some let's go see a movie special event. Oh, that looks cool.
But then I saw some people, like one guy walked out.
Really?
I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, one person walked out
That's too busy
and never
watching.
came back.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, too much for him.
Or maybe he just didn't like it.
Maybe.
And you know what? I get it. This is not for everyone.
No.
This is not going to see regular airplay.
No.
This might be cable.
Oh, I doubt it even then.
Really? You don't think
I think
cable?
it's going to be DVD and never come back. I think it's going to be DVD and never come back. I really don't see it. I just don't
You don't see it going on cable at all?
No.
Wow.
I really don't. Because there's not the market I'm going from a cable exec's mind, not a comic book mind. If it was a comic book mind, I'd say show it all the time. I want to see it.
Well, it's short.
But short, so
it's short.
It'll fit in.
It'll fit in an hour.
Yeah, well, hour and something. But yeah, but it's like it's not something that they'd want to play. They wouldn't think there's enough audience, and it kind of cuspies. Like maybe a HBO 3 at like 11 o'clock at night.
Oh my gosh!
But I don't see it playing anything else. I don't see it. I don't see it. It's too dark to be on regular cable, and it's too light to be on dark cable because no one's going to do a cartoon.
I think that.
But that's just me.
I think if it was on cable, it would open for something else. Like you would show The Killing Joke, and then you go to BVS.
Or do a Batman marathon.
Or do all
you
all
do
the
Batman. It's part of something. I don't think you just show it.
But the other part is that there are other like Batman that have been done.
Yes.
That some people would think is better.
Okay.
Son of Batman.
Son of Batman was very good. I think it's just
Red Hood.
I didn't see that one, but the Son of Batman, I'd say it was almost better.
Yeah.
It's a story.
See?
Yeah. No, I would agree. But this was Joker's show.
Yeah, this was about the Joker.
Not a Batman movie. It really isn't. I mean, if you look at screen time alone.
That was the other thing that was attracted to it. Like, before, the Joker was just another goon.
Right. This is kind of the first big
This
appearance,
is like where...
And it's his show. And
where he says, Joker's relevant. He's not Cesar Romero, because up until that point, we only had Cesar Romero.
I like Cesar Romero's version. I did watch the original Batman movie, actually, recently. Yeah. And Cesar Romero was good. He did the Joker well. I mean, he was crazy.
Yeah.
He was very upbeat and happy and, crazy, stupid, awful, awful puns. I mean, horrible.
Yeah.
But, I mean, for the time, those were still fresh, technically speaking. But he was a good version of the Joker. He was crazy Joker.
And in the 80s, you had Super Friends Joker.
I don't remember that very well.
And he was like the one that never had the good plan. You know what I mean? He was the one that...
Well, he never had good plans now.
Well, I don't know.
It didn't work, did it? His whole point was to show that one bad day makes a good guy.
No, that everyone is crazy, and all it takes is that one little gentle push.
One bad day.
Nobody's better
than him.
Right,
but the one bad day scenario, which was proven false.
Because Gordon
didn't break, and Batman didn't break, and even Batgirl didn't break.
Well, I don't know. Batman's a little crazy.
Well, no, Batgirl didn't break, and she had one bad day. He tried it on her too, and who does she become? Oh, and I think you know who told me? The fiance told me.
Who does she become?
Oracle. That's who she is at the end. Yeah, I know, right? I felt so stupid. She's like, it's Oracle. I was like, oh, how do you know that? She's like, dude. I was like, never mind. Moment for me to lose there, but geez, she's Oracle. That's what the image was. I saw it was Brainiac. It's Oracle. I felt so bad. I felt so stupid.
Well,
it's a moment.
It's a moment.
Yes. All right. So,
well, no.
What final thoughts?
I think this one. If anyone out there is listening to this and hasn't read the book or seen the movie,
do one or the other, please.
I mean, I would say get the book.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Do you have the book? You don't have
No, I don't own the book.
Okay, we need to get that.
I'm going to purchase it, though.
Okay.
I am going to purchase
it. Fine, do that. Live the dream.
I'm going to... and I like the movie. I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it.
And I think a majority of the people in the theater enjoyed it because there was that moment of, do we get up now? And I was like, no, we don't get up now.
Right. Oh, it's the same thing like every other stupid group of people. People, you have to wait till after the credits. What part
But there were 2 sets of credits.
There were. You still gotta wait until the lights come up. And then
he was laughing. Remember, it ends with the Joker telling him the story because
I didn't get that story when I read it, like on paper when I read it, because I kept rereading it. I didn't get it because they give you the end of it on some website, and I was like, that's not that funny. I don't get it. And then he said it. I was like, oh, that's pretty funny. Okay, yeah. I get that now. But for some reason in print, it didn't work for me the same way. It really worked a lot better.
You'll wait for me to get halfway across and turn off the light.
It's like
I think it's great. It's the killing joke. I mean, and it got Batman. He started laughing.
He started laughing. Yeah, that was funny. So good. So definitely need to get the book. We'll do that. And let's see what's next. So what's next is a new thing. I was just thinking about this, and I think you like the idea. Wasn't sure. That we do a new thing because we got a couple of replies. I sent out a post on Facebook, etc. about, hey, we're doing our next episode. What would you guys like to hear? And we actually got a couple of suggestions of things people wanted us to talk about. So I was thinking of maybe, and we'll have to work out, but maybe we can do a little video or audio segment called 2 Nerds and a Suggestion that focuses on the topics that people want us to talk about. What do you think?
That sounds good. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be its own segment. It could be anything. It could be an entire show episode.
Yeah.
It could be people wanting to be called in. So,
that would be good.
Type of suggestions, that you have or any ideas, we'll be happy to place them on the air for you.
There we go. Oh, we should do the next episode. All right, next episode we'll talk about doing it then just talking all about the suggestions people have made. It's a great idea. Well, I think that wraps it up for us. We'll end on that high note. Obviously, follow us again. We're looking for suggestions for the following week. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, wherever you decide to leave those messages for us. Leave them for us, and we'll be more than happy to put them in our next show. We'll do a full show of everybody's suggestions. I think that's a great thing. And Ernie, as always, take us out.
Peace out.